So here's a new one. Turn the second camera on. You can't see anything because my head torch is making it flare up. But I'm camping in the garden tonight. It's a bit cooler. See what it's like. Nice clear night. Bit windy. But it's like it's after 12 AM. Not exactly sure what time it is. Dogs are still out with me at the moment. But I haven't got my tent up yet. I decided to come out, make sure there's no dog pebbles about. I'm being swarmed by flies. All going for my head because my head torch. Not sure what that is. Weird noise. Bird maybe. Yeah, I haven't got my tent up yet. So I'm about to pitch up in the dark. See how this goes. So tent is up. Quite easy actually in the dark. And it is quite blowy. Don't know if you can see that. Focus the beam a bit. No, you can't see it, can you? Camera's just a little. It's quite windy tonight. Blowing quite a bit. It was very windy earlier. That was one of the reasons for coming out tonight, because I was kind of hoping it would be really quite windy. Now if I do this, hey, there I am, you can see me. Use my hand to deflect some of the light down. Yeah, it was really quite windy, and I was hoping it would carry on, give it a bit of a test in the wind, see how fair. It's actually quite pleasant outside, not as cold as I was hoping it would be. I've got my expedition sleeping bag and liner with me, and my new, let's see if I can do this. This door doesn't stay open because it's pegged down now, it falls down all the time. I'm trying to open. And I've got my new 3/4 size thing. Now, I'm not going to shine my torch in there too much until I get in, because otherwise I'm going to get it with a load of bugs. So 2 seconds. Okay, so one thing that I've done tonight, which I haven't done before, is haven't really come in prepared. I have already got my airbed up, but in all honesty that's just because it was already up, making sure it had no leaks and stuff like that. But other than that, my sleeping bag and my sleeping bag liner down here is all still packed up. Now tonight I have got a pillow with me. Don't know if you can see it there. Yep, kind of. I've got a pillow with me. I don't want to be too uncomfortable. I'm not actually camping out, so I've got a pillow with me so I can add that bit of extra comfort, because to be fair, when I do this expedition I will more than likely be using, I'll probably have a pillowcase with me and fill it full of stuff to act as a pillow. So without further ado, I'm going to sign off for a bit. I'm going to see about trying to make my bed with my head on the roof of this tent. It's quite a spacious tent sideways, but there's literally no headroom. I mean, I'm on my elbow. I'm not quite in the apex of it. The apex is just up there. And that would give me a bit more space, but it would also put my head right up into that corner there. So yeah, let's crack on and see how I get on. Okay, so I'm nice and comfy in my bed now. Just light this up. And one thing I've learned, this is a bright torch. One thing I've learned is that I need a bigger pillow than I think. And one thing with sleeping on this 3/4 mat is, I mean, it's not so bad at the bottom where your legs are. Your feet being on the floor doesn't bother you, but obviously because this is inflated and padded, and it is actually really quite good, you know, even with all your weight on it, you don't touch the floor underneath, you are padded, but it acts a bit like a bubble, and it's a bit like laying on a bubble, and if you roll too far to the side, you feel like you're going to roll off it, because it is small. But I think as long as I don't move too much in the night, I think I'll be plenty comfortable in this. And that's what this is for. This is all about testing out the kit and seeing how I get on with it all. Give it all a good bit of use and test these things. Now, yeah, the pillow, need a bigger pillow than this kind of provides. I'm not sure how I'm going to address that, because this being a bit like a bubble, you have your pillow kind of on the edge of it and it feels like it drops down. It's a good 1.5 inch thick, 2 inch thick, especially when you're laying on it and the side parts inflate. Your weight in the middle inflates this part a bit more. It does feel a bit like your head's falling off the end. So I've got a cushion and a pillow folded, and that's feeling like it might about do it, you know. Get that on my face, that is so bright. Oh, look at that. Hey, orange. Yeah, that works. That works. Let's stick with that for a moment. So yeah, it's I think it will work. So I'm going to do my usual. I'm going to sit here and watch a bit of YouTube before I go to sleep, and then I'm going to chow down and I'll catch you in the morning. Morning, guys. Okay, so I'm up and I'm dressed. And it's official. This sleeping bag, it's shit. It's really shit. 9 hours cold last night. For the first part of the night, I was okay. And somewhere in the middle, it got cold, I got cold, and I was freezing. I was way too cold to be bothered for moving, but tired as well. So I ended up just kind of staying there and accepting it, strangely enough. And I don't know quite what I've done, but my right elbow's sore. I think I just laid with it a bit funny. I'm not sure if that's not being aided by this very small mat. Not sure. Not sure. We'll see. Temp was good. Like I say, it did get cold in here. And the fact that the outside liner isn't wet, it hasn't sweat much in here. So, another great test brought to you by Quenchua.